Hello, I'm Connor. To a farmer, equipment is very important, but John Deere doesn't let people fix tractors. Let's talk about that. Okay, so first we need to understand some things, like what is right to repair? To put it simply, right to repair is your right to fix things, but it's also a movement. The right to repair movement believes that companies should provide tools necessary to fix their products. For example, if you needed these buttons to say the name of the color they are, but when you pressed them, they did this.
Yellow, blue, red, green.
Would you want to buy new ones or fix the easy problem? Green.
Green.
Red.
Red. Green. Yellow. Blue.
Now, if you were a company, the question you would have to ask yourself is just as simple. Would you rather let them fix it, or make them send it back to either charge them or make them buy a new one? But Connor, I hear you ask, how is this related to farming? Well, I'm glad you asked. People have been fixing older tractors like this for a very long time, but newer tractors are harder to fix because of computerized components like the engine. Adding to that, to fix or replace these parts you need diagnostics equipment, which they did not sell. But, very recently, they started selling it for a very steep $2,675.38 in total. That is a lot of money. In fact, this diagnostics software is available on Pirate Bay. Okay, so it costs a lot to get the software, but what's stopping you from doing this stuff yourself? Well, the problem with trying to fix John Deere tractors without the proper diagnostics equipment is number one, in order to know what's wrong, you need to check certain codes, and those codes, in order to be checked, need diagnostics equipment. And number two, if you need to replace the computer that runs the tractor, once replaced, the new one needs software from John Deere. So, now you know why you need the diagnostics equipment. But, before they sold the diagnostics equipment, they did not allow repair on their tractors. The practice of serializing the parts is still practiced at John Deere with all of their parts. But, now, with the diagnostics equipment being sold, you can actually replace the parts without needing to ship it to John Deere. They did things like serializing the parts to make it only work with parts verified for the specific tractor that you own. These actions caused a stir up in the farming community, because John Deere was not letting people fix the tractors that they sell. And that leads us to our next chapter. Farmers started hacking the tractors to fix them, using pirated software and making the cord needed for diagnostics, because this was before they started selling the software and hardware needed to do the diagnostics. They started fighting for their right to repair. They started trying to pass local laws to make John Deere give them the tools to fix the tractors. These laws were not received well by big tech companies. Now, you know what this means. Big tech companies really don't like these local laws trying to get passed for them to hand out their repair software. You know what time it is? It's time for the big tech companies to try to stop the laws from getting passed. It's time to talk about the law. Now, farmers are trying to pass a local law to make companies provide the tools necessary to fix the products they sell. But lobbyists from big tech companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Meta are trying to stop the law from being passed. But why? Well, this law doesn't just affect John Deere, but all companies. Most companies want to profit as much as possible, and that means restricting who can repair their product. This means that big tech companies will most likely try to stop this law, and if they fail, they will probably not sell their products there. Because of the big tech companies, this law will probably not get passed to anywhere in the United States. Alright, time for a rough transition to the next thing. Alright, I hope I've taught you all something about this topic, and you realize how important right to repair is for a lot of people. Alright, I've spoken with as little of a bias as I could. Now I think it's opinion time! Alright, this is opinion time, where I say my opinions on the topic. I have one opinion I would like to say. John Deere's diagnostics software should be free, but the diagnostics equipment, like the cord that you need to plug into the tractor, shouldn't be free. You need to pay for that, but not the software. I feel like that just makes sense. Well, opinion time was kind of pointless, but please subscribe. I mean, by all regards, you definitely don't have to do it. In fact, I might not make a video like this again, but you can if you like comedy and video games. Well, anyways, bye. Oh yeah, thank you all for watching. And I'll leave you with this photo of man with duck on head. Amazing stock photo.